Hello and a very good afternoon. You're watching Verdict 2016 on Rajya Sabha television with me, Frank Pereira. Let's take a look at today's Verdict headlines. Last day of campaigning for phase 3 of elections in West Bengal. 62 seats go to polls on Thursday, 418 candidates in the fray. Election Commission rejects West Bengal Chief Secretary's reply on notice to Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. BJP had demanded action against Chief Secretary in the matter. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha takes on DMK over prohibition, alleges Karunanidhi is conspiring to sell liquor through private firms and clubs. Let's begin the bulletin with news from West Bengal. While campaigning for the third phase of West Bengal polls will end today, 62 constituencies spread over North Kolkata, Murshidabad, Nadia and Burdwan districts will go to polls in the phase on Thursday. A total of 418 candidates, including 70 independents, are in the fray in this phase. Only the BJP and Trinamool Congress have fielded candidates in all 62 constituencies. While the CPM is contesting 38 seats, Congress has fielded its candidates for 26 seats. About 1 crore 8 lakh voters will decide the fate of these candidates. Meanwhile, more than 60 candidates contesting in the third phase of West Bengal Assembly polls are crorepathi's. According to West Bengal Election Watch, out of 418 candidates in this phase, 61 have declared assets worth over 1 crore rupees, with 13 of them declaring their assets to be above 5 crore rupees. Trinamool Congress tops the list of crorepathy candidates, with 27 out of 62 candidates contesting in the third phase have assets above 1 crore rupees. Meanwhile, it has also emerged that more than half of the candidates have not declared income tax details in their affidavits, and 80 of them have criminal cases against them. Polling for 62 seats in the third phase of the assembly polls will be held on April 21st in Burdwan, Kolkata North, Murshidabad and Nadia. Meanwhile, the Election Commission has rejected West Bengal Chief Secretary's reply on its notice to Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. PTI is quoting sources in the State Secretariat saying that the Election Commission has rejected the reply submitted by the State Chief Secretary to the Commission in response to a show-cause notice served on TMC Chairperson and Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. The Commission has informed the Chief Secretary that it had asked Banerjee as the TMC Chief to explain her comments at an election rally to make Asansol a separate district. The reply to the violation of Electoral Code notice therefore has to come from the individual involved and not the administration. BJP had demanded action against the Chief Secretary in this matter. Well, the Election Commission will file a police case against actor-turned BJP leader Locket Chatterjee. The move is for threatening the presiding officer of a booth in West Bengal's Birbhum district. A case is being initiated against her for being discourteous to a public servant and obstructing him from discharging his duty. On Monday, the poll panel had also ordered filing of 2 FIRs against Trinamool strongman Anubrata Mondal in Birbhum district for venturing out of his constituency despite warning and for going to cast his vote sporting TMC's election symbol on his kurta. Meanwhile, Home Minister Rajnath Singh addressed an election rally in the Karimpur district in West Bengal on Monday. Launching an attack on Mamata Banerjee, Rajnath Singh said that the law and order system had collapsed completely in the state. Meanwhile, Congress President Rahul Gandhi also addressed a rally in West Bengal's Raghunathganj district. Rahul criticized the West Bengal Chief Minister for not delivering on her promise of Parivartan, which he said forced the Congress to contest against the Trinamool Congress in the assembly elections.
मैं आपको विश्वास दिलाना चाहता हूं, इस बार हम लोगों के अनुकूल यह परिणाम दीजिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनाइए। बहनों भाइयों, यह हिंसा का दौर समाप्त होगा और यहां पर विकास का चक्का जो लंबे समय से रुका हुआ है, उस विकास के पहिए में हम गति लाने का काम करेंगे, उसे तेजी से आगे बढ़ाने का काम करेंगे।
जब फ्लाईओवर गिरता है तो ममता जी कहती है कि मैं जरूर कार्रवाई करूंगी। तो मेरा ममता जी से सवाल है, 5 साल के लिए आपने क्या किया? जब आपका एमपी वो फ्लाईओवर बना रहा था तो आपने क्या किया? अब जब बंगाल की जनता को चोट लगी है, जब चुनाव आ रहा है, तो आप कहती हैं मैं कार्रवाई करूंगी।
Well, joining me for a chat this afternoon to talk about this is senior journalist S. Srinivasan. Welcome and thank you so much for joining us on Rajya Sabha Television. You know, even as we speak right now, electioneering and campaigning continues in West Bengal. Today is the last day of campaigning for the third phase of voting in West Bengal. But are you happy with the way the elections have gone on thus far in West Bengal? Because a lot of people, thought that there would be a lot of violence in West Bengal, but that really has not happened. Apart from a few instances here and there, polling has gone on smoothly. We've seen a high voter turnout as well.
Yeah, that's see what has happened is now since the elections are held in phases and it's again a 6-phase election as it was last time, therefore the security apparatus is really in place. So it's good that there's not as much violence. There have been stray incidents, 1 or 2, but obviously the heat is now on. And you could see a lot of statements coming from both sides. And the most interesting is what has happened is the Election Commission issued a notice to the Chief Minister. Actually, it was not for the Chief Minister, it was to Mamata Banerjee as the leader of the TMC. But she and her party wants to read it as if it was for the Chief Minister, and therefore the Chief Secretary gave a reply to the EC. Basically, it was a violation of code of conduct. But TMC is trying to hide behind technicalities, and BJP, of course, is trying to make big issue out of it, with Prime Minister himself making a statement that this is clearly a violation of the code and therefore action should be taken. And the other BJP, there is a chorus now that action should be taken against the, Chief Secretary himself. So it's now actually what it's all indicate is the heat is building up there. And it's very crucial for both. This phase is crucial because BJP is contesting all the seats. And so is TMC, and therefore it's a very crucial phase for them.
The BJP is desperate to make a mark in West Bengal, isn't it? We've seen from the kind of campaigning that campaigning that they have done in the state. They've sent some of their star campaigners, home ministers there, and the union minister as well, going to West Bengal to campaign for their candidates. Is the BJP throwing too much weight behind, West Bengal and hoping that they can do well this time?
If you look at the election which is now being held in 5 states. Basically, starting from Assam to West Bengal to other southern states, which is Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and a small one, Pondicherry, the BJP is, of course, trying to, increase its appeal and increase its, vote share and also seats. So it has begun with some hope in Assam, and West Bengal is very crucial because it's a state where in the 2014 election they had a very good poll percentage. It reached about 17%. So their attempt would be to try and see whether they can hold on and get some seats there. So obviously they are making their best bid there.
Indeed. All right. So we'll slip into a short break now. Srinivasan will come back and talk about Tamil Nadu on the other side. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hello, I am Ishan Russell.
I'm Tracy Shilchi and you're watching News Tonight.
Together with the team of our
Dedicated professionals from across various fields.
This is Shyam Sundar,
Vishal Dahiya,
Akhilesh Suman,
Frank Pereira from Beijing, China.
Kriti Mishra for Rajya Sabha Television.
We bring to you
the news that matters here on Rajya Sabha TV.
Welcome back. You're watching Rajya Sabha Television. Let's now get you the latest from Tamil Nadu. Well, Tamil Nadu Chief Jayalalitha has claimed that DMK President Karunanidhi and his party were conspiring to sell liquor through private firms and clubs while talking about prohibition. At an election rally on Monday, Jayalalitha said that she is committed to a phased rollout of the dry law in the state. She questioned why the DMK, despite staging many protests demanding total prohibition, just promised enacting a law to implement dry law while giving a miss to the word total in its recently released election manifesto. accusing Karunanidhi of having introduced alcohol to an entire generation by relaxing the dry law in 1971. She has assured her commitment to implement total prohibition in the state, albeit in a phased manner. Prohibition has taken centre stage in this election campaign, with all political leaders, including Jayalalitha, batting for the dry law. Our senior journalist S. Srinivasan is still with me on the program. You know, the issue of liquor prohibition in Tamil Nadu seems to have taken centre stage. Is it a political gimmick, or are the political parties really interested in this?
You see, prohibition has been an issue in Tamil Nadu for quite some time. It's other political parties which have been raising it. For instance, PMK, which is actually a smaller party but very powerful, it has got a particular community votes with it, has been raising it issue for quite some time. Others have also been saying it repeatedly, but it hasn't become an issue till DMK also picked it up. And after DMK did, and all other opposition parties have begun to raise it, AIDMK has been a latecomer. And for last 5 years, if you see the, actually if you were to look at per capita consumption of liquor, actually it has gone up in Tamil Nadu. Though Kerala is the hardest drinking state, but Tamil Nadu is now fast catching up. So it's actually a social concern also. And traditionally, AIDMK has been, since Chief Minister Jayalalitha, herself being, she has been attracting a lot of women voters. So that's again a significant chunk, again, she expects. And liquor is an issue in rural Tamil Nadu, because even, school-going children, in some cases, there are odd television clips where you could see even women taking to drinking. So it's a serious issue. You can actually find, you may not find a medical store every 100 meters, but you'll surely find a government liquor store in Tamil Nadu. So it's a big issue. Since she is a latecomer, she has joined late, now she is striking hard at DMK to say that, because actual contest, though they are saying it's a 5-cornered, 4-cornered, 3-cornered, it's actually between DMK and AIDMK. Therefore, she is trying to get back at DMK by saying that actually they have some other ulterior motive. And she herself hasn't yet made it clear. She has only said that she will implement prohibition in phases.
Phased manner, yes.
In a phased manner. That's because, it brings in a lot of revenue, and that's very crucial for the state. Basically, also to fulfill all the promises of freebies which she has announced. Therefore, it's a crucial thing for both the party and ruling. And it is also true, what she's saying, it is DMK which has introduced prohibition in, introduced liquor in a big way in 1971. But that's past. In the current situation, everyone now wants prohibition to be implemented.
Indeed. All right. Talking about 5-cornered contest and 4-cornered contest and 3rd-cornered contest, let's move on and talk about that. Of course, the emergence of the People's Welfare Front has added a new electoral contestant in Tamil Nadu. The state is all set to see a fierce multi-cornered contest, a first of its kind, where the two Dravidian parties have been ruling alternatively.
The third front, or the People's Welfare Front in Tamil Nadu, is aiming to erode the Dravidian duopoly in the state. The PWF consists of the left parties, Vijayakant's DMDK, Vaiko's MDMK, Thirumavalavan's VCK, and GK Vasan-led Tamil Manila Congress. In the evolving pre-poll scene, Chief Minister Jayalalitha's AIADMK appears set to scramble through for a second successive term, while DMK is trying hard to establish its hegemony. Experts say that with the emergence of the PWF, there will be fragmentation of anti-incumbency votes in many constituencies.
This is a challenge for both the Dravidian majors, like the PWF and the DMDK front. They will split the vote share of both the Dravidian parties in every part of the state.
The DMDK hit the headlines when it joined the People's Welfare Front. DMDK chief Vijayakant had been constantly wooed by Bharatiya Janata Party and the DMK for an alliance, but it finally joined hands with the PWF and was declared the chief ministerial candidate of the DMDK-PWF alliance. While Vijayakant-led DMDK will contest in 104 seats, Vaiko's MDMK will contest in 29 seats. Former Union Minister GK Vasan's Tamil Manila Congress will fight in 26 seats. 3 other constituents of the alliance, the VCK, CPI and CPIM, will contest in 25 seats each.
Everyone says that this will not continue till elections. But we are very strong. We made this very strong alliance, and we have done all works among the parties.
However, internal rebellion in constituent parties of the PWF, lack of well-defined ideology and dominance of caste equations in the political landscape may limit the ambitions of the front. Meanwhile, opponents also question its significance.
It's not a natural alliance in terms of you have the DMDK, which has as its vote bank one particular OBC or MBC caste, and you also have a Dalit party, which and this vote bank is not going to vote for this leader. So there is a little bit of a tussle between votes.
It is only regarded as a comedy team. People think that all the other parties, those who are not having any stand in the political, what we call stands, all of them put together, they have formed a group. That is not at all a third front.
The PWF promises introduction of the Lokayukt Act to check corruption, single window system for businessmen, prohibition and closure of nuclear power plants in Tamil Nadu. It remains to be seen whether this third front can alter the political contours in the state.
Personality cult has dominated Tamil Nadu politics for long. Power has been swapped between the AIADMK and the DMK for long, with little to differentiate between the state's two dominant parties in terms of ideology or policy positions. The DMDK and clutch of smaller allies who have banded together to form People's Welfare Front is trying to break this bipolar trend in the state. Let's see if they emerge as kingmakers or they merely dent votes. Reporting from Chennai with camera person Prem, I'm Kriti Mishra for Rajya Sabha Television.
Well, let me now take this to my guest and see what kind of an impact really the PWF or the third front, as some people are calling it, is going to have on Tamil Nadu politics. But let me just talk about something that the PMK leader said there. He said that it's a team of comedians that have come together and they're not going to have any kind of an impact. Can we dismiss it as just a team of comedians who are not going to have any kind of an impact on the ground?
Well, that would be a bit unfair because I won't describe them as comedians. But certainly it's a ragtag coalition which has come late. Why PMK is saying it? Because PMK has also its own ambition. Their leader Ramdas has, now he is contesting as a chief ministerial candidate. Probably that's why it's an extreme reaction, I would say. But yes, in Tamil Nadu, DMK and AIDMK have been the two ruling formation, and alternately they've been holding power. And with the descent of Congress, there has been a space for somebody else to come. Traditionally, what has happened is either of two formations have allied with Congress at the center, and that's how the coalitions have been working so far. Now, but what has happened? What's the change this time is with Congress going down and there's no replacement for coming. People are actually looking for a third alternative, which is very clear there. Whether this election is going to throw up that alternative is not very clear. But at least there is a group of, even if it's a motley group of different forces, it has come together. Will they able to? Will it be powerful to break the current structure? I won't say the stage has yet come. We still have to see. But it is interesting that these people have come together. They have managed to actually break, for instance, DMDK for a long time. It was expected that it will go with either of the two. They didn't go. They didn't go with BJP also, and they decided to be on their own. 2014 election, the parliament election, was an interesting combination where BJP managed to lead a coalition. But again, it was a coalition of people of different ideologies, different thought processes. And it was again a ragtag party which didn't stand long. It broke immediately after the election. So one expects that, they are of course claiming that this alliance won't break, but one would have to wait and see how it shapes.
Interestingly, you brought up the BJP. What went wrong as far as the BJP is concerned? Why didn't they manage to keep these parties together in Tamil Nadu?
Actually, I would use a strong word. I would say it's hubris. Bit of. I think BJP got carried away. They did perform wonderfully as far as vote shares are concerned. In parliament election, they managed to get one seat of their own.
Yes.
And in their alliance, PMK also got one seat. But then after that, I don't think they really focused on Tamil Nadu, and they didn't try to really focus on how to hold the alliance together. And they made series of mistakes. And they probably thought that they would be able to keep the alliance together without actually working towards some issues there. There are multiple reasons to say One was, of course, the inability to understand the language issue there. At center there were various statements being made about Hindi in schools or Sanskritization, but then I don't know whether seriously looked at how it would impact there. Then there is a Sri Lankan issue, which is again BJP Tamil Nadu unit was speaking in a different tone than what was being said in Delhi. Then there was this issue also of basically whether this combination will be able to break the Dravidian ideology itself. So BJP even experimented with doing some kind of a new caste coalition, which again, it was just an experiment, didn't work. So I think all this combination has resulted in a situation where BJP is now completely isolated. If one had to see at BJP, I think one can say that it's a missed opportunity for them.
All right. Srinivasan, we'll have to leave to that. Thank you so much for joining us on the program and putting things into perspective for us. Well, moving on now, well-known agricultural scientist and father of India's Green Revolution, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan spoke with our correspondent Akhilesh Suman on the upcoming assembly elections in Tamil Nadu. Talks about the need for more attention towards the development of the agriculture sector. Let's listen into what he had to say.
Well, my agenda has been that they should work for the well-being of rural Tamil Nadu and of farmers in particular, because they still constitute a majority. Tamil Nadu is a rain-shadow region. Water is a problem, irrigation is a problem. And therefore, how do you really improve the use of water? What our Prime Minister calls more crop per drop of water. How do you improve the efficiency of water use?
Tamil Nadu is one of the states that has undergone green revolution. So what is the situation under this government?
The most important contribution of the Jayalalitha government has been to make water harvesting mandatory in cities like Chennai. People are all benefiting today because the rainwater is harvested. Because Tamil Nadu has a problem in relation to river, Kaveri River. It was one of the oldest states in the whole world which introduced irrigation, the Grand Anaket scheme.
As far as the new government that will come in power, be it DMK government, be it AIADMK government, or be it People's Welfare Front government, what do you want to tell them that they should do once they come to power?
First of all, they should concentrate on the younger generation, because the youth constitute a majority of the population. They should ensure that they all have opportunities for employment, for education, in spite of whatever may be your initial economic condition. Women's empowerment has become very important. Tamil Nadu had also, like some other states, problems of female feticide and infanticide, but that has now practically gone. And the female child, gender equity is important.
Well, let's now shift focus and get you some news from the other southern pole-bound state of Kerala. While many sectors have welcomed the liquor ban in Kerala, the tourism industry fears the ban would lead to a decline in the number of foreign tourists visiting the state. The houseboat owners in Alleppey have demanded that the government must reconsider the liquor ban.
Alleppey, famous for its picturesque canals, backwaters, beaches and lagoons, is the 10th largest city in Kerala with an urban population of 1,77,000 and third among the districts having highest literacy rate in Kerala. The backwaters of Alleppey are the most popular tourist attractions in Kerala, and a houseboat cruise in these backwaters can be booked. But the liquor ban in the state is raising concerns of the tourism industry in the district.
वो टूरिज्म एरिया से लिकर बंद करके बहुत मुश्किल है, गेस्ट आने का बहुत प्रॉब्लम है, उधर दुकान जाने तो बहुत लंबा क्यू है और जाने आने टाइम में 1 घंटा 2 घंटा उधर क्यू खड़ा करके लेके आएगा तो हमको प्रॉब्लम है, वो गेस्ट का टाइम वेस्ट है, ऐसा भी है.
Every year, thousands of foreign tourists come to Alleppey to enjoy houseboat cruises on the backwaters. But the ban on liquor is notably threatening foreign tourism. The state has imposed at least 120% tax on liquor. People in the houseboat business want the government to reconsider its liquor ban policy.
Kerala tourism बहुत weak है. तो दुनिया में हमको मालूम है ये इंडियन टूरिज्म है, फॉरेन टूरिज्म है. टू टाइप ऑफ टूरिज्म है। इंडियन टूरिज्म इसको लोग सब लोग कैसा भी आ जाएगा, कोई इसको टूरिज्म प्रमोट नहीं करेगा तो वो लोग आ जाएगा। तो इंडियन फॉरेन टूरिज्म बोलेगा तो मस्ट बी केरला टूरिज्म है ना, केरला टूरिज्म इंट्रोड्यूस करना पड़ने के। तो अभी गवर्नमेंट है ना अभी कुछ नहीं करते ना, इसलिए हम लोग ग्रेजुअली हमारा ग्राफ है ना, ये टूरिज्म ग्राफ है ना, हर साल को डाउन होते हैं।
Which thing we have to drink, which thing we have to eat, that should not be the concern of the government. We have to be liberal. People are coming to enjoy sightseeing. They have to enjoy themselves. They have to be stress-free. So it's better to have their own freedom.
The policy was constructed in 2014 with the intention of banning liquor totally in the state within 10 years. The policy allows only 5-star hotels to serve alcohol. Ravindra Shoran's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, that's it on this edition of Verdict 2016. See you again next time.